Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is Monday, 29th of September 2025. Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 4:05 p.m.
So it's 4:05 in the afternoon. So after my lunch, I just potted around a bit and I spent some time with Max, just playing with my dog, like throwing him his toy up and down and trying to relax and stop stressing about everything. So I was actually spending some time with my pets rather than just sat rigid waiting for noise to happen. So I was actually enjoying myself, and Max was running around catching his toy, bringing it back. Little things like that bring me joy. So I was just trying to take the edge off the stress. I've noticed a distinct pattern when this noise kicks off. And it's usually when my mother rings the phone. And the message that she left this afternoon about 2:59 p.m. when I'd already come back from walking my dog was just typical of my mother mocking me and taking the mickey, right? So for anybody that doesn't know, my birth name is Genestra, not Jennifer. Jennifer is my mother's name. So my birth name is Genestra, Jenestrar. And from what I gather, my mum made my name up. She made it up. It was a made up name, like my whole world is made up and full of fake people. My name was made up. So it's not foreign. I was born white British woman. My name is not foreign. It's British. My mum made it up. And what I gather, it's made from Jenny, because my mum probably loved her name. My sister was called Amanda Jennifer, so she wanted a bit of Jennifer in my name. So you've got the Jen out of Jennifer, and then she added the Ness and the Ra on the end. So some people go Genestra, it's Genestra, but some people go Genestra. I've had that. So when I came down from Gloucestershire to Chatham, Kent in 2008, I wanted to be me. So 2009, I changed my name to Crystal. A female version of Crystal. I'm a female. I changed it online by deed poll. I did it the proper way, and I gave Barclays Bank the deed poll. And when Barclays Bank when Barclays Bank closed my bank account, I believe during COVID in 2020, which was extremely difficult for me to cope with, they didn't return my deed poll from the vaults. So I cannot get a passport or a driving licence because Barclays Bank will not return my deed poll. I've written, I've emailed, I've phoned them. I cannot get my deed poll back. So the only option I've got is to revert back to my original birth name, where I can get my birth certificate and everything. And then I could possibly get a driving licence and a passport, or try and get hold of this deed poll document, right? And when my father left Victoria Road, it had my provisional driving licence in there, birth certificates and information and documents with my name on it, Crystal. And he wasn't Crystal, I'm Crystal. So my dad was using my email address with my name on, and probably signing up to things using my name. And Derek was not Crystal. He was using my email address to order groceries online. So this is where the mix-up might have happened. And my father Derek died in 2021 of a sudden heart attack, heart problems and COPD. My father Derek. So all these smells, right, might be aimed at my father, because my father had COPD, I don't. But you can see where the confusion's gone on from, because my dad was using my name to order shopping. Right? Derek's dead. Anyway, I thought, right, today I'm going to go out at the usual time I used to take my dog, just after 2 p.m. I wanted to go into my mailbox and see if there was any post. I do feel like I'm being intimidated, and I do feel these really putrid, ominous smells are meant to make me feel ill. My eyes are burning from going out this morning and this afternoon. They're literally burning. I wasn't going to go for a walk down Rochester High Street today, because when you cross over the road to go to Rochester, there's heavy traffic, and there's also traffic still going up and down Rochester High Street where all the shops are. And it's so easy to say someone, you know, just blindly walked across the road and got run over. A road traffic accident. So I'm being careful. These smells make me feel sick. They make me feel light-headed, and I don't feel that I can walk very far. They're also burning my eyes. I don't know who's responsible for the stink, but I went out this afternoon with Max, walking down the stairs thinking that the smell was just stuck in the lift. And of course, when the lift opens, it all comes out of the lift on each floor. So the lift is stopping, and this smell is coming from the lift, and it's blowing on it was downstairs on the ground floor when I went out to walk my dog this afternoon, and I'm dating it, timing it. I even went in the lift and took a picture of the time in the lift where that stench was coming from. Now the cleaners had been in later on in the morning, so late morning, because I heard them clacking the hoover near my front door. So they would have got rid of that smell with the disinfectant. So when I went out this afternoon, someone had either poured it or sprayed it in the lift again and downstairs on the ground floor. It's dangerous smell. It's not a nice smell. It's overpowering and it stinks rotten. And if I was wearing that, I would have thought that would be a smell that would burn the skin. It's terrible. So I went out this afternoon with Max. I persevered through the smell. It was burning through my eyes, but I went out of the building and got some fresh air. The sun was shining. There was no men hovering about with plastic bags. There was a bald-headed man sat out on a bench on the field. Just one bald-headed guy who's a regular that just sits on the bench. Got a bald head. I had been receiving messages from Facebook dating, remarking on the clothes I was wearing, saying that something matches my eyes. And they are saying they come from Sheerness and work in a public house. They told me they was working in a pub at 12, and they texted me at 10 to 1, 12:49 in the afternoon. So they must have been pulling pints and serving food whilst using their phone. There was nothing remarkable on the field. There was drilling, noise, usual industrial noises, just ordinary people coming in and out of the co-op, walking. There was nothing remarkable that I can actually say and something went on. I came back home. The smell downstairs has made me feel miserable, angry. It's making my eyes sting and making me feel horrible. I don't like it. It's been going on for 2 days now. Yesterday I felt unwell in the evening after inhaling that, and I was unable to do videos because I felt sick and my eyes were burning. I couldn't actually see without my eyes running to do videos, and that's what I believe it's being done for. But if it's hurting my eyes, it must be hurting other people's. It must be anybody that's old in here with breathing difficulty. It must be making them feel extremely unwell, not just myself. So to get to me, they're obviously harming other people, which is quite alarming. That they're quite prepared to make other people feel ill to get to me, which is bad. So I'm going to talk through the post, my post today, tell you what my mum said in her voicemail to me, which made me feel worse, not better. And when someone leaves a voicemail like that, you don't want to ring them back. So the gist of the voicemail was at 2:59 this afternoon from Jennifer. Hello, Janestra. This is your mother, Jennifer, calling. Wishing you've had a good afternoon. Like, it was nice of you to come up and see me the other day. And she went, Crystal. Her voicemails are being recorded and logged and dated, as well as everything that she's saying, because the noise and the harassment kick off after she rings the phone. So she went, hello Janestra, this is your mother Jennifer calling. Crystal, you can call me back if you want to. I want to make sure that you got home from your birthday the other evening, because I was left alone in the taxi on my own, wasn't I, with a taxi driver. So my mother Jennifer wants me to ring her back and tell her I got home safely. But I believe even members of family are going through my YouTube videos and they would know that I was okay anyway. And there's people that go around and visit my mother that have got iPhones. They've got mobile phones. So I am not divulging anything to my mother. I did tell her that I was upset on my birthday, and I did disclose to her personal information, and I believe she's taking the mickey out of me, or telling other people what I've said, which is not her business to. So a couple of people go into my mother's flat with mobile phones. I have been told not to tell my mother anything, just to say, oh yes, I'm fine, not to disclose where I am, not to tell her anything that's happened, because possibly she's relaying information back to people that have got mobile phones and have access to the internet. And I'm being savagely bullied on TikTok, and every person that's texting me or claiming to want to support me is being photographed and screenshotted as evidence. Also Facebook, there's a load of them at it. There's a lot of racist bullying as well, and I've obviously got I don't know where that's coming from. The princess dog a black woman calling themselves Princess Dog, which I find odd. And I'm no princess, I'm an ordinary member of the public. So, the British Gas letter, they didn't put the road where I live on the envelope, so I'm lucky to get my electricity card in the post. So I've got my electricity smart card. Anyone that watches my videos will see that I was in a very dire financial state about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I walked into Aldi in Strood, and I walked into the post office and my old smart card wasn't working. So I've got my new one, so I shouldn't have that problem. Then we come on to the letter where my mum seems to be mimicking a letter I sent to somebody. She's mimicking a letter I sent to somebody because I put 2 on the envelope and on the back I put from. So my mum is mimicking the letter I sent into the post box the other day. She's mimicking it. And I put 1 King Charles stamp on the envelope, not 3. British Heart Foundation. My mum's doodled this on the back of the envelope. She said she's doing a lot of doodling lately. So we've got a heart and an asterisk. It's a birthday card. My mum's left the price on the back of the birthday card, £2. Gibson. Believe it or not, guys, I was watching a Mel Gibson film yesterday. I was watching a Mel Gibson film last night at the actor from Australia. So we've got Gibson on the back of this card. From the writings of Helen Steiner Rice. And my mum's enclosed £40 with the Queen's head on the notes. No King Charles notes. Still the Queen. And we've got, because I always say they look like car number plates. B-Ho. BHO5. B-Ho5. And DLO4. DLO4 and BHO5. Another birthday card for you, Crystal. Enclosed £40 from Mum Jennifer. Thinking of you and kind thoughts also, and then we've got some balloons. But the mentality of the person that's harassing me is they're childish. So they want me to be a hoe, do they? They want me to be a hoe. Well, how many cars have got BJ on them? And I'm getting all this noise harassment from upstairs and I'm not knocking on the door. It's the mentality that look, fair play, you've got a sense of humour, whoever you are, but you're a bit backward and stupid. Because I wasn't born yesterday. I haven't had a relationship for 8 years. I don't intend to start sleeping around at my age. And I'm in my 50s, I know what I want, and I'm not a whore. See you later.